Yeah, so what we're seeing right now is that the system in the latest 11 o'clock advisory from the National Hurricane Center is strengthening. So here's what you need to know. We are going to get through this. We're going to be fine. But the latest stats are showing that we do see that Category 1 Hurricane Idalia right now is pushing into the Gulf, and we are still anticipating this system to rapidly intensify and strengthen into a Category 2 hurricane, followed up by more intensification into a major hurricane as we head into the early morning hours of Wednesday into a Cat 3. And also, we do anticipate that landfall to be in that Big Bend area near Cedar Key heading into the early hours of Wednesday morning. This is going to be a nighttime storm, folks, that you want to get ready for and be prepared for. Now, I know that you don't see Tampa Bay in the cone. However, the impacts and the effects with the rain, the gusty winds, and most importantly, the storm surge will be felt far outside of this cone, including for our area here in Tampa Bay. So no need to worry. Just make sure we're picking preparation over panic every single time, folks. So what you need to know right now is that we are under multiple tropical alerts, including a hurricane warning for the Tampa Bay area. And we do see for our neighbors to the south, they're already receiving those bands of heavy amounts of rainfall and gusty winds. In addition to that, the most important thing right here out of these warnings and watches is that we are under a storm surge warning. So that means when those evacuation orders are out, which they already are, you need to listen. If people are telling you to move, we mean it. This is no joke. This is serious, and this system is for everyone here in Tampa Bay. Now, what we don't want to do is scare you, so here's what you need to know to make sure you and your family are safe. So we aren't going to see very much activity up until later on this afternoon. So we start to get the first couple of bands moving through around 2 to 3 o'clock. Then as we make our way into that 4 or 5 o'clock hour, we do see a little bit of a lull in the model, but that's because of the formation of these bands. So then we start to see more of the eye wall and those bands coming in. And within these bands, for this afternoon and tonight comes the tornado threat. So the system right now has 85-mile-per-hour winds. It's continuing to drop with that pressure and strengthen. And as it continues to move up the coast, it is anticipated to continue to get stronger. So as we head into about 11 o'clock tonight, that's when we start to see that tornado threat die off. Meanwhile, right around midnight, that's when the system will be parallel to Tampa Bay. Why is this important? Well, that is going to impact us with more surge. So the surge threat really comes right around 1, 2 a.m. As the system then is starting to go to the north of us, it brings us these winds from the southwest, and that water has nowhere to go. So all this southwesterly flow is pushing all this water into Tampa Bay. That is what's causing the surge. The water has nowhere else to go. The system's going to continue to travel northward, and we will see conditions improve rapidly as we head into Wednesday afternoon and evening, but the surge 4 to 7 feet potentially for Tampa Bay. And in addition to that, folks, what you want to see is what we need to do next in terms of hour by hour with the severe threat that we could have with that tornado threat. So let's get on over to meteorologist Mike Prangley.